Hello everyone, Megatronic here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class FIREFLIGHT. Now, I got this guy from Hasbro Pulse. This will be mainly a comparison review to go over the differences between him and Slingshot. So let's get into what he has uniquely. Now, before we go any further, I did put an Autobot sticker on his chest. Unfortunately, that was not there. I don't know why. Will say I think he has my favorite head sculpt out of all the aerial bots. It does look rather nice. I like the blue, I like the gray, I like the silver for the forehead. I think the red, white, and blue just looks amazing on him. Really breaks up all the colors in the best way possible. I just love how it's done on his torso. You got white there for the crotch, blue, more white, blue, red. It's just enough detailing to keep him look interesting, and I appreciate that. And yeah, I know the wings are supposed to be on his back per his G1 model, but I'm okay with it honestly, and I prefer him to his Combiner Wars toy. My Combiner Wars Superion is currently in a bin aside from Alpha Bravo. I am not digging them out for comparison. I apologize. Here he is from the back. I know people cry about all this stuff in the back, but I mean, he has probably one of the best looking jet modes in recent years, so I'm going to forgive all that, and people need to suck it up. My one critique is I do wish these arms were molded in white and then painted red on the back instead of molded in red and painted white. The white in places looks thin, especially up here. You can see some of the red already breaking through and paint is already chipping. Just overall, my only big issue with this mold has to be the arms. They just look so... He has noodle arms, essentially, and there's nothing to them. And I always thought it was weird how there's a bit of kibble on the inside of his arm. I'd rather have it be on the outside, but hey, that's what the guns are for, to distract you. I do wish he had different remolded guns, but it's alright, don't bug me too much. Hello, it is Future Kyle from when this review was originally recorded. Little jump cut, sorry. I completely forgot to do this guy's articulation. So, what does he got? He does have a ball joint at the head. Mine is extremely tight, but he can do the full 360 and look up that much and look down all that way. Full 360 here at the shoulders. Do the T-pose. You can untab these for even more. Bicep rotation, double jointed elbows. Sadly, nothing at the wrist. Waist rotation. Legs forward that far, back that far. You can do the full splits. As you can see, there's super glue in there. These used to be so loose they would just fall down. Added a bit of friction, now they don't. Thigh rotation, slightly less than 90 at the knee because this bumps into his butt. And you can break his ankles. Feet can move down, and his heels can also move down due to transformation, so he can get into all the poses you may want. Sorry, back to the review. And here he is with Slingshot. Now, at first, I was not expecting all this retooling to be done to this figure. A lot is remolded. Everything from essentially the waist up has been redone other than the arms. The chest is brand new, the head is brand new. We flip it around. The entire airplane mode, aside from the arms, has been remolded. The tail fin and the tail fins for the heels have not been remolded, but everything else, aside from the arms, have been remolded from Slingshot. I'm glad that they learned their lesson from what they did with Wild Rider and Breakdown, where those two are essentially the same figure, but with a different chest and different head. Let's bring back in Slingshot. We'll put him over here, just to try and get the boys back together. I guess nearly all of them. Air Raid. And Silverbolt. Just to try and get all the lads back together. They do look nice. I do wish Silverbolt was molded in a pure white. I just think the drab gray is the same color as my wall, basically. But I think the drab gray is a bit in Superion mode, it does help break up the color, but in my opinion, I do wish he was a white. But And lastly, Hasbro, if you don't make this into Alpha Bravo, I'll cry. I'll cry. Now let's get him into his jet mode. And here we have him in his jet mode, and I think he does look rather good. Very nicely painted, to be completely honest. I was not expecting this much paint, and I'm very happy. Really nice shiny black there for the nose cone. Nice silver and gray trim all the way back. A little bit of sloppy paint on this figure, I will be honest. This looks like an where an Autobot symbol would go, but I don't know. Anywho, nice blue and yellow there for the wings. Nice red Autobot symbols there for the wings as well. Nice silver, blue, and yellow back there for the tail fin. Guys, I gotta say it. Really nice paint on this guy. I think this is one of the rare times where I gotta say, I don't got an issue with the paint. Good job, Hasbro. You have impressed me with the paint. Two things though that I think the Autobot symbol on his chest should have been there. And I did have to put a little bit of super glue in his thighs for direct comparison. Here he is with Slingshot. And man, they did remold a good amount. Now, I do wish that they repainted here red. I feel like that's a bit too much color breakup, but for the robot mode wise, it's fine. But you can see how much they did remold for this figure. Everything is remolded. The nose cone, the hinge part for the nose cone. This is the same. No, it's not. I'm a liar. Never mind, that's not the same. This is all remolded. Wings are remolded. The only thing, I guess, in jet mode that really shares the arms and then the back tail fin here is an exact carryover. Hey, that's all right. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next one. Bye.